people here, because I see you as a very authentic, transparent, like you're Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Like you're yourself.
I'm gonna say something very simple. All of us have adversities in our life. We lose people and everything.
Jake Mike Tyson recently launched a fierce verbal attack on Jake Paul, threatening to ruin Jake's boxing career and stirring significant controversy in the boxing world. Let's dissect what happened to provoke Tyson, known for his ferocity. At a recent press conference in Arlington, Texas, Tyson delivered a masterclass in verbal smackdown, leaving Paul looking like a lost sheep. With 44 knockouts in 58 fights and having become the youngest heavyweight champion at age 20, Tyson's words carry weight. He bluntly stated on his podcast, Hot Boxin' with Mike Tyson, "I'm going to destroy him. This is not a game." Tyson dismissed Paul's boxing career, saying he hasn't truly faced a fighter yet and, upon closer inspection, Tyson's criticism isn't far from the truth. Paul has cultivated an image of being the next big thing in professional boxing, often boasting about defeating retired athletes and MMA fighters. He's built his career on a series of highly publicized bouts, which, while impressive to his fans, have often been against opponents with limited boxing experience. This approach has made him a polarizing figure in the boxing world. Tyson, typically silent until provoked, delivered a verbal knockout, accusing Paul of taunting him in interviews and questioning his authenticity. Tyson didn't hold back, calling Paul fat and funky, and criticizing his physical condition. He emphasized that he never lets anyone bring him down, stating, "They can shoot me, they can put me in prison, but they can't stop me from being the greatest at what I do in the boxing world." The boxing legend's accusations didn't stop at verbal jabs. Tyson claimed to have evidence that all of Jake Paul's previous victories were rigged, suggesting that opponents were paid to take a dive. This shocking revelation has rocked the boxing community, raising serious questions about the integrity of Paul's career. Tyson's allegations, combined with his storied career and reputation, lend a significant weight to his words, making them hard to dismiss. Joe Rogan once described Tyson's punches as feeling like being hit by a truck, highlighting the physical prowess Tyson still possesses. Despite his age, Tyson's intense training regimen, led by coach Rafael Cordero, underscores his serious approach to this potential fight. Cordero has made it clear that Tyson's work ethic and capacity to out-train boxers half his age are still intact, signaling that this fight is far from a high school prank. The tension at the Arlington press conference was palpable as Tyson's decades of experience and Paul's youthful confidence clashed. Evander Holyfield, another boxing legend, warned Paul not to underestimate Tyson, highlighting the vast difference in their backgrounds and skill sets. Holyfield pointed out that Tyson's experience in the ring and his unyielding dedication to training are aspects that cannot be overlooked. Paul's victories over non-boxers have given him confidence, but now he faces a true legend. Despite working with advanced training techniques under BJ Flores, Paul hasn't encountered a fighter like Tyson. Tyson emphasized that the experience of a true boxing legend cannot be replicated by sophisticated training methods or cutting-edge technology. Tyson's unadulterated strength and old-fashioned perseverance are what truly define a champion. As the fight approaches, the boxing world is watching with bated breath. Lennox Lewis warned that Paul is poking a lion he can't control, noting that Tyson's intense training schedule suggests a formidable comeback. Tyson's decades of experience, combined with his unparalleled strength and skill, make him a formidable opponent. The entire boxing community is abuzz with anticipation, eager to see how this clash of eras will unfold. Paul has cultivated his boxing career with precision, carefully choosing opponents to avoid facing seasoned professional boxers. His strategy has involved fighting retired athletes, MMA fighters, and other celebrities, rather than experienced boxers. This approach has allowed him to build an impressive record while avoiding significant danger. His victories have drawn public interest and generated substantial pay-per-view revenues, but they have also attracted criticism from boxing purists. In his first fight, Jake Paul set the tone by stopping YouTuber Deji Olatunji, who had never boxed professionally, by TKO in the 5th round. He then competed in more high-profile fights against other non-boxers to pique the public's curiosity. Paul promptly stopped Anesan Gibb, another YouTuber, via first-round TKO. In November 2020, he famously stopped former NBA player Nate Robinson in the 2nd round. Despite Robinson's impressive athletic background, he had no prior boxing experience, making the fight seem more like a spectacle than a legitimate boxing match. Paul's next opponent, Ben Askren, a former mixed martial arts fighter, was known more for his wrestling prowess than his striking skills. Jake defeated Askren in the first round, continuing his trend of fighting opponents with limited boxing experience. This strategy has raised questions about the caliber of Paul's opponents and his true boxing prowess. Despite the controversy surrounding his approach, Paul has found success with his strategy. His boxing record stands at 9 wins, 6 by knockout, and 1 loss. However, these victories have only been obtained against amateur fighters, leading to widespread criticism of his accomplishments in the boxing world. Many fans and analysts question the legitimacy of his record and whether he truly deserves the attention he has garnered. As the fight with Tyson draws near, all odds favor Tyson, indicating that experts and fans believe his background and skill will prevail over Paul's arrogance. Observers note that Paul's approach may be a major diversion aimed at undermining Tyson's confidence. However, Tyson's intense training schedule suggests he is more than ready for the challenge. His years of experience have not dulled the intensity that made him a formidable opponent in his prime. The boxing world holds its breath in anticipation. Will Tyson's experienced skill match Paul's youthful exuberance? The reality of the ring is starkly different from the comfortable world of social media where Paul has thrived. Tyson's punches are more than just blows. They can send an opponent reeling, feeling as if their bones are breaking. Opponents are fortunate to survive Tyson's devastating blows, and it is concerning that Paul appears to be avoiding the unpleasant reality ahead of him. Tyson's punches are more than just ordinary abilities. They are strong and accurate, capable of delivering knockout blows that have ended many fights. While Paul's drama has kept his name in the news, it has done little to prepare him for the difficult task ahead. The reality of the ring lies with Tyson, a legend whose record of defeating opponents is a testament to his unparalleled strength and skill. Despite Tyson's strength and resilience, the former champion was defeated in the 4th round of their 1988 fight against Larry Holmes. Paul continues to make fun of Tyson, but it becomes increasingly clear how serious the situation is that he is getting himself into. This is a real bout against one of the greatest boxers of all time, not just another exhibition on YouTube. Paul has always approached boxing with a mindset that falls short of fully appreciating the seriousness of the sport. He appeared to have challenged Mike Tyson on impulse without considering the repercussions. Jake Paul, now 27 years old, grew up in a world where social media was ubiquitous and had the power to distort people's perceptions of reality. His boxing career is a highly instructive example of precision planning and execution. He has taken great care to steer clear of fights with actual professional boxers, mostly choosing opponents from other sports in an effort to pique the public's curiosity. This approach has allowed him to build an impressive record while avoiding significant danger. His deliberate strategy has spared him from actual challenges and allowed him to build an impressive record using his celebrity. Jake has turned his fights into lavish media spectacles that generate large pay-per-view revenues. Despite the controversy surrounding his approach, Jake has found success with his strategy, and his boxing record stands at 9 wins, 6 by knockout, and 1 loss. However, these victories have only been obtained against amateur fighters, leading to widespread criticism of his accomplishments in the boxing world. As the fight with Tyson draws near, all odds favor Tyson, indicating that experts and fans believe his background and skill in the ring will be more valuable than Paul's arrogance. Observing all the antics Paul was pulling, analysts analyzed his approach as a major diversion aimed at Tyson. Another legendary fighter, Lennox Lewis, said Paul's poking a lion he can't control. This was significant because Tyson's intense training schedule suggested a comeback and showed that his years of experience hadn't tempered the intensity that made him a formidable opponent in his prime. The boxing world held its breath in anticipation. Would Tyson's experienced skill match Paul's youthful exuberance? The reality of the ring lies with the legend, so all those discussions will only come to an end online. Not only is Tyson's record of defeating opponents a compilation of wins, but it also serves as evidence of his unparalleled strength and skill. Despite Tyson's strength and resilience, the former champion was defeated in the 4th round of their 1988 fight against Larry Holmes. He appeared to have challenged Mike Tyson on impulse without considering the repercussions. In conclusion, Jake Paul's carefully managed boxing career has allowed him to build an impressive record while avoiding significant danger. His victories over non-boxers have drawn public interest and generated substantial pay-per-view revenues. However, these victories have also attracted criticism from boxing purists who question the legitimacy of his accomplishments. As the fight with Tyson draws near, the boxing world watches with bated breath, eager to see if Tyson's experience and skill will prevail over Paul's youthful exuberance.